Kingdom of Morocco. So we are here today to give you live proceedings and happenings at the National Assembly here. So wherever you might be watching us right now, being at home and abroad, we say thank you very much as always for being with iAfrica, and we will definitely going to inform you, and of course you're going to see live everything that is going to happen here today. It's a very sad day. It's a special occasion, and together with you, as always, we will make sure you would be informed. So with me right now is my colleague Julde Njai. Julde, good morning to you, and welcome to this special live broadcast from the National Assembly in Banjul, where we will witness the laying in state of the late Honorable National Assembly member, Demba Sow of Niamina West. Yeah, yeah, that is his body there arriving at the National Assembly, being escorted by the police officers. As you can see, it's a very sad moment here at the National Assembly. That is the late Honorable Demba Sow of Niamina West, who passed away on the 24th of January in the Kingdom of Morocco. So his body is making way to the chambers, but it looks like it's gonna be brought down for a moment. Yes, Julde, a very sad moment, a very, very sad moment indeed. Some months ago, he was in this building, in the chambers, discussing, deliberating on issues of national development. Today, he is finally gone for good. Yeah, very sad, like you said, and we will definitely going to discuss more of him as the proceedings unfold here at the National Assembly, and of course we'll also give you the program guide today in a moment, but just quickly, mbokk yi ñu ngi leen di nuyu fi ngeen mënta nekk jamono ji di ànd ak iAfrica TV ñu ngi leen di jaajëfal bu baax ba di leen wax rek ne ñu ngi fii ci National Assembly bi ci Banjul di leen indil li nga xamante ne mooy state final li nga xamante ne mooy delloo ki nga xamante ne mooy late Demba Sow njukkal ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci taxawaayam gannaaw bi nga xamante ne moom Honorable Demba Sow bu Niamina West dal dina génn àdduna keroog li nga xamante ne moo on the 24th weer buñ nekk mooy January foofu ci Kingdom of Morocco jamono ji nag kilifa yi yegsi nañ ci pencum ndaw réew mi kon ni ngeen ko giseen National Assembly yëpp ñu ngi noonu toog ci biir su ko defee ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci kanam tuuti nañ leen gën a yaatal li nga xamante ne mooy waxtaanam moom Demba Sow moom mooy kan ak taxawaay bi mu amoon ci li nga xamante ne mooy fii ci pencum ndaw réew mi waaye tamit duñ ci yem nañ gestu ay mbiram ci nu mu duggee ci politique yooyu yëpp nañ ci ñëw ci kanam dellu ci moom ci jaar-jaaram ci dundam moom honorable late Demba Sow ci gannaaw tuuti gis ngeen police yi dal di indi li nga xamante ne mooy niw bi dugal nañ ko ci biir building bi mu ngi nale tëdda di xaar rek ci kanam tuuti ñu dugal ko ci place bi nga xamante ne foofu la doon taxawal am taxawaay bu am solo taxawal réew mi ci yu bëri waxtaanee li nga xamante ne mooy issues yi nga xamante ne mooy dafa aju ci réew mi su ko defee gis ngeen kilifa yaa ngi noonu ci biir kooku mooy lawyer Ousainou Darboe njiitali bu UDP waaye xam ngeen tamit moom leet Demba Sow sax GDC la bokka te dina ci bokka Mama Kandeh di njiital parti boobu na fi gaaral ay kaddu su ko defee julde yëfi yaa ngi nii xam naa ci kanam tuuti dañoo gën a yaatal waxtaan bi waaye gis nga den honorable Demba Sow fu mu nekk nii agsi na ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci National Assembly building bi mu nekk nag bés bu tiis mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy tamit lu daw yaram waaye nag kon niñ ko waxee saa su ne kulli nafsin zaayikatil mawt bu yàlla soxlaa moom jàmm moom day ñàkk te mbir mi moom tey tamit nii lañ ko gisee su ko defee mu nekk lu tiis comme ni ma ko waxee.
dafa diis torop te bés bu diis la Amadou soo gisee Demba Sow dafa nekk koo xam ne is a prominent individual politician and of course a National Assembly member of Niamina West and dafa contribute immensely to this country because soo gisee sax moom faatut fii dafa Morocco la faatu in Casablanca so Demba Sow this is a very sad moment for the Gambia and of course the GDC the party in which he is from and not only that dañu gis nañ ne fii sax other prominent politicians like lawyer Ousainou Darboe who is the leader of the United Democratic Party so lii yëpp dafa wone ne lii nekkut naxar pour GDC alone and the family of the late Demba Sow but of course to the entire nation but because Demba Sow is a patriot and he was a person who was contributing to nation building so bés bu mel nii nii ñëpp ñu fi teew to make sure that they pay their last respect to the late honorable Demba Sow.
am na solo comme ni nga ko waxee su ko defee xam naa ne waxtaan bi nañ ko yaatal kon ci kanam waaye just quickly rek pour jox leen li nga xamante ne mooy programme guide bi tey ci ni ñu ko waxee just to come back to the events here today and of course as you know we have before us here today being Friday the 31st of January 2020 the program guide 11:30 will have the invited guests seated and then next we'll have the arrival of High Excellency the Vice President that is at 11:40 and then at 11:50 arrival of Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly and then prayers will follow immediately then at 55 we'll have the arrival of the body of the late Honorable Demba Sow, of course, which you have just witnessed, but it is yet to get to the chambers itself. And then right after that, we will have at 12 noon, a Honorable Speaker tribute and observance of a minute silence for the late Demba Sow, Honorable. And then, of course, tributes will be done by the Honorable Keba K. Barrow, that is the majority leader of the National Assembly, and that will be followed by Honorable Mama Kandeh, GDC party leader, and then of course Mr. Yero Jallo, that's a friend of the deceased, will also pay his tribute, and then Mr. Samba Gajiko, he will speak or pay a tribute on behalf of the family. And at 12:40, we will have tribute by High Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Aissatou Toure. And after that, at 12:50, we'll have High Excellency, the Vice President, and the Honorable Speaker led the procession to pay their last respects. And at 1:20, departure of the National Assembly to Niamina West, where he would be finally read to rest at 5 p.m. in his native village of Nana. That's just the program guide. I know we will, of course, also going to give his, biography. He has been a man, like you said, that have definitely contributed immensely for the country since he was elected. But before we get to that, let's start with history, a little bit, brief history about the National Assembly. We all know when elections or local elections, local government elections happen, we would have in the various constituencies in the country would have people that will be contesting in elections, representing political parties, or others would stand in as independent candidate, and thereafter the peoples in those constituencies would entrust them a responsibility and come here and represent those people, and of course talk about issues that concern their constituencies. But not only that, talk about issues of national development. And I think that alone says a lot about what a National Assembly member is, and the history of the National Assembly in any country is such a very, very important thing, Julde.
Yeah, like you said, the National Assembly is very, very important because they are there to make sure that people are accountable, the government, and the separation of checks and balances and the separation of power. That is the role of the National Assembly. And what makes the National Assembly even more important is because they are the representatives of the people. They are there to make sure that the voices of the people at the grassroots level is brought to the chambers here and discussed, and so that those in the central government can know issues that are happening at the local government level. Exactly. And making sure that they act based on the issues that are happening at the local government level. So like him and any other person, he has also contributed a lot in his constituency. He represented his people and the country at large. The National Assembly is very, very important because it is also there to scrutinize the activities of the government. Exactly. In any major decisions the government is making, it is brought to the National Assembly for scrutiny and, of course, before the final adoption, and then, action is later taken. So because even if president is to make major developments in this country, it is brought to the National Assembly, or if bills or protocols or signatories or treaties that the government of the Gambia is to sign with other countries, all these things are brought to the National Assembly for scrutiny and making sure that the right decision is made before the government can go ahead with that particular issue. So their role is very, very important, and it cannot be overemphasized. And a National Assembly member, it's like I said, I think it's the most important person in a country because it's the person who is dealing directly with the people. The president might not be dealing directly with the people, but the National Assembly at the grassroots level knows what exactly the people are faced with, knows exactly what the kinds of infrastructure that needs to be done. Of course, in collaboration with the council in various regions in this country. So it's a very important day, but it's equally a very sad day for the people. We would not want to witness this day, but like you said, all of us are waiting for this day, to come. But what we have to do is that, we pay our last respect to the late Honorable Demba Sow, and pray that may his soul rest in peace, and may Jannatul Firdaus may his final abode.
I mean, yeah, indeed, and definitely, like you said again, it's sad. It's important equally if you talk about the history of the National Assembly, all right, and then you have talked about the role of the National Assembly somehow, and of course we have prominent people that represent their people in this house here. So having one of them today departing this world would be something certainly that would be very touching and also a very sad indeed. And you can see it from everybody's face here. Everybody feeling differently, and this is how life is all about. But again, I know in a while, if we looked at his contributions to this assembly, you will see that he has been somebody that has really been a very key member of this National Assembly since he was elected in 2017, representing the GDC party led by Honorable Mama Kande, who himself at one time was a National Assembly member. And again, talking about their roles and responsibilities, because they go back to the constituencies, they go back to the lowest level of the country, and bring issues of their concerns here, and remind the government of how things are happening at those at their areas, so that the government can take action and support their people. So once again, like we said earlier on, it's definitely a very, very sad day. So as we speak, of course, the dignitaries arriving. This is the Vice President, Dr. Aissatou Toure, is now arriving at the building. That's the National Assembly. and of course, honorable ministers also here, the tourism minister Ahmad M.K. Ba, and of course the information minister Ibrahim Asila also arrived a while ago, and we also told you earlier on that of course Lawyer Usainu Dabo, the leader of the United Democratic Party, is also in the midst of this gathering. He have arrived. That's the vice president entering the chambers there. And of course, there's Oje Jalo, former minister, and of course, a member of the PPP party, also prominent member indeed. So, Julde, you can see different people or peoples of different political affiliations, or should I say political parties, are all here to pay their last respects. And this is what really make such a day so much special, that everybody would forget where you belong or what you associated yourself to, and see the country and the person that's really is laid before you.
Yeah, Amadou, like you said, these are moments where people reflect and then come back to and realize that we are one people after all, after everything that has happened. And you can see that here in the building, people of different caliber are here. You have National Assembly members, of course. The chambers is jam-packed. You have the Speaker of the National Assembly there. He or she also arrived, Mariam Jack Denton there. Yeah. You have ministers also here. You have the Vice President of the country. She's also present here. So this shows that, all of them have come to witness this day and to pay their last respect to the late Honorable Demba Sow briefly, but we need to go and tell people who Honorable Demba Sow is, because Honorable Demba Sow was born in April 10th, 1972.
Yeah, before we do that, I think the speaker, like you said, has arrived, and now she's doing the prayers. She's leading the prayers, and we'll have 1 minute silence.
In so just and faithful a manner, to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests thou hast committed to our charge. Amen. Thank you.
Arrival of the body of the late Honorable Demba Sow.
That is the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Mariam Jack Denton, and right after that prayers would follow, and then we would of course have the arrival of the late Honorable Demba Sow. We would be witnessing that in a moment according to the program guide here, and it looks like the men in uniform, that's the police, are also preparing to take finally the late Honorable into the chambers. As you can see, they are now redeem themselves to walk majestically to the chambers, shouldering the late demise, or the late Demba Sow, I should say. Julde, hearts would be touched, different feelings and emotions. I know this was somebody, as we can see, who used to walk freely into these chambers, but today he's been brought here by people. As we watch him, let's watch these things together. That is late Demba Sow there, Julde. This is a man, like I was saying, who used to walk into this building by himself, but today he's been brought inside by people because finally he's gone, he's no more. Very sad again, and of course, as they brought him into the chambers, as you can see, everybody rise on their feet to pay their respects, and also remembering a man that they used to work with, all his colleagues on their feet, and other high prominent personnel that are also here, Julde. A very sad occasion. You can just quickly run down his biography, the late Honorable Demba Sow, the man that we are talking about. Who was he? What contributions he have done since 2017 to date when he was a member of the National Assembly?
Like I said earlier, the late Honorable Demba Sow was born in April 10th, 1972. He's 47 years old. And of course, he was elected in 2017 in the local government elections. And he defeated the incumbent who was there, Lamin Jadama. Then from there, since then, he has been engaged in various committees at the National Assembly, and making sure that he also did his part in contributing to nation building. He was elected under the ticket of the United Democratic Party, Gambia Democratic Congress, GDC, Mama Kande, which is Mama Kande's party. He also served as the vice chairperson of the Select Committee on Environment, Sustainable Development and NGOs. Let's have that there inside the National Assembly.
Thank you. Your Excellency.
Very emotional moment. 1 minute silence, it looks like, for the everybody here.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, honorable members of this August Assembly, honorable ministers here in present, Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, widows and distinguished members of the bereaved family, service chiefs here in present, the Lord Mayors of Banjul and Kanifing Municipality, senior government officials, leaders of political parties herein present, members of the press, all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Before I proceed to give a statement or a tribute, may I request for the observance of a minute's silence in honor of the late Honorable Demba Sow. Please, can we stand for a minute's silence?
Late Honorable Demba Sow.
It is with deepest sympathy and sorrow that we are here today assembled in this august chambers to pay our last respects to the late Honorable Demba Sow, who from April 2017 until his timely demise on the 24th of January 2020, was a National Assembly member for Niamina West constituency. Honorable Demba Sow suddenly passed away on Friday, the 24th of January 2020, in Casablanca, the Kingdom of Morocco. I, therefore, on behalf of all the honorable members and staff of this National Assembly, pay tribute to Honorable Demba Sow and his memory. We equally extend our deepest condolences to his wife's constituency members, government, and to the entire people of the Gambia. The late Honorable Sow served the Gambia and this very august assembly immensely with diligence and respect to the people of Niamina and the country as a whole. During his tenure as a National Assembly member, Honorable Sow served as Vice Chairperson of the Select Committee on Environment, Sustainable Development, and NGO Affairs. In addition, Honorable Sow was also a member of the following committees of the National Assembly: the Standing Orders Committee, the Select Committee on Tourism, Arts, Culture, Youth, and Sports, the Select Committee on Trade, NEPAD, Regional Integration, WTO, WP, and LDC. He also served as a member of the Gambia-Turkey Friendship Group. Those of us who knew and were fortunate to have worked with him can attest to the fact that he was a very respectful, dedicated, humble, and supportive individual to the people generally, particularly his constituency, Niamina West. He was very polite, honest, and an easily approachable gentleman. Late Honorable Sow was noble and pleasant to relate with. He was also well known for his care and concern for honorable members and staff of the National Assembly. A good campaigner for the welfare of his colleagues, Honorable Sow had a great sense of humor and was also very outspoken in putting across his points when debating important matters or issues in this very august assembly. This could be attested of him by all honorable members. He will, of course, be greatly missed. And my eyes are still stuck on that West Niamina road where he used to sit. On a personal note, I had the opportunity to relate with him and can vividly recollect the numerous occasions that he visited my office for discussions on both private and official matters. He always extended kindness and respect towards me. Once again, on behalf of the entire honorable members of this august assembly and staff, and indeed on my own behalf, I extend my sincere condolences to to the Sow family, here, to the family, of the late Honorable Demba Sow, here inlaid before us, and we offer our fervent prayers. As we say goodbye, as we say goodbye and pay our last respects to Honorable Demba Sow, we thank him for his service to the nation and the National Assembly in particular. We join the Sow family to mourn and pray for him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive and grant Honorable Sow the highest place in Jannatul Firdaus. May Allah also grant his family, his young children, and the Niamina West constituency, and of course, by extension, the Gambians, the fortitude to bear this grievous loss. Amen. And I thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. May we now have tribute by the Honorable Keba K.K. Barrow, Majority Leader of the National Assembly, on behalf of the National Assembly.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Honorable Speaker, Your Excellency, Madam Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Honorable Ministers here present, Honorable Members of the National Assembly, Honorable Members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, Lord Mayors of Banjul, Party Leader of the Gambia Democratic Congress, members of late Honorable Demba Sow's family, members of his party who are present here today, the media fraternity, all protocols respectively observed. Honorable Speaker, to begin with, I must extend our sincere gratitude and appreciation to the government of the Gambia through His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Adama Barrow, for all the work that they had done when Demba died on Friday last week. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, in consultation with his partners in the Kingdom of Morocco and the National Assembly, President, in consultation of the Honorable Speaker of our National Assembly, the Honorable Clerk and staff of the National Assembly, and his partners in the Kingdom of Morocco had taken a stand to ensure the quick repatriation of the late Honorable. We, as members of the National Assembly, are fortunate to have a colleague who is very open, very committed to his work. All his questions from April 2017 to the last sitting of the National Assembly is to ensure that there is availability of clean water for the vulnerable members of Niamina West and also by extension for all the people of this country. Honorable Demba Sow is one of the members of this National Assembly who are very much concerned with equity in this country and ensuring that the livelihoods of our women folks and the children are upgraded. He had been talking about better conditions in our primary schools, providing causeways and bridges for women in Niamina, as CRR South is one of the biggest land production of rice in this country. And he has been an advocate to ensure that food productivity is escalated so that the Gambia can be free from food hunger. Honorable colleagues, it is with this sorrow and sadness that we want to pay this special tribute to Demba Sow's family. And I want to assure the whole family and the Gambia that Honorable Demba Sow is a man of principle, and he is very much committed to the work that had brought him to this National Assembly. On a personal note, Demba's elder brother is a member of my family in Gunjur. We, the Barrow family, have given him land to stay and work for the people of Gunjur. And I must say, all that had happened because of their commitment and to ensuring that unity among our families is granted. Knowing the family traveling all the way from Niamina to come and stay in Gunjur, to live amicably with my family for over a quarter of a century, shows the commitment and the oneness of this country. Honorable Speaker, I want to thank my colleagues for all the collaboration and partnership that they had done with Demba and all the counseling that we have done as enshrined in Section 112 of the National Constitution. All of us as National Assembly members here, our actions and the work that do are dictated by our conscience and the interests of the Gambian people. And that's what we are fighting for, and we will continue to do that. But as Demba is gone, and I want to urge all colleagues to be behind his family and also the people of Niamina West for a successful succession of that seat and ensuring that they have understanding and have a person who will follow the footsteps of Honorable Demba Sow. On that note, Honorable Speaker, on behalf of both sides of the National Assembly, I want to take this opportunity to thank the government of the Republic of the Gambia for the quick repatriation of the body to Demba to lay him in Niamina West as dictated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will continue to pray Allah to shower his mercy and blessings on him, to grant him the highest Jannatul Firdausa, and all the families to live in peace and harmony for the coming years. Honorable Speaker, I beg to take my seat.
Next on the list is Honorable Mama Kande, GDC party leader or representative.
We say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
Let's lose the podium, please.
Thank you. We say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Your Excellency, Madam Vice President, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Members of the National Assembly, fellow Munas, I rise to speak on behalf of Honorable Mamba Kande, Secretary General and Party Leader of the Gambia Democratic Congress Party, and indeed the entire party membership. We are all saddened by the untimely death of a loyal, dedicated, hardworking, and a disciplined brother and colleague, Honorable Demba Sow, who had a very humble beginning. Born in Niamina, Malikunda in 1972, he attended Mount Carmel Primary School in 1979, and from there proceeded to Farafenni Secondary School. Upon completion, Demba worked briefly at the judiciary during the Algali Commission, then the Gambia National Printing, and later on worked as a private businessman. With the advent of the GDC party in 2016, Honorable Sow joined the party and has since then been one of the party's strongest pillars. He won the parliamentary elections in 2017 on GDC party ticket and served meritoriously as National Assembly member for Niamina West until the time of his death. In Parliament, as we are told, Honorable Demba Sow served in various committees, and in all these committees, his services were praiseworthy and will always be remembered as his legacy. Honorable Demba Sow was a man of integrity, a gentleman, and a real patriot. To his family, he was a great caretaker. To his relatives and friends, Demba was a generous man. To his neighbors, he was a man of peace. And to his constituency, he was a committed representative. To his party, he was a loyalist, and to his nation, he was a great servant. May Allah therefore accept the soul of Demba in Jannatul Firdaus, and we pray that Allah grants us all the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss. Adieu, Demba. Rest in peace. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Next on the list is Mr. Yoro Jallo, friend of the deceased.
قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. The Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Dr. Aïssatou Touré, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mrs. Mariam Dentin, the Chief Justice Hassan B. Jallow, and venerable judges of the Superior Courts of the Gambia, honorable ministers of Cabinet present, honorable members of this National Assembly, Honorable Mama Kande, the executive members of the GDC and party supporters, members representing a spectrum of all political parties in the Gambia, the people and communities of Niamina West constituency, the living spouses, family, and friends of the deceased, and all sympathizers. I cannot say much, as I'll be repeating most of the things that are already said. And in the interest of time, I will just say a few words. We are gathered in this house once again for this kind of event. Although I pray that Allah, in His mercy, to delay the frequencies in occurrence of this kind of occasion, to grieve the passing of a colleague, to members of this house, a brother to us, a dear son to our parents, a beloved husband and father, a dedicated member of our communities in Niamina, a committed statesman to the Republic of the Gambia, and my true friend and comrade in the struggle to improve the lives of our people in Niamina. Honorable Sow's news of sudden and untimely death has left me speechless. The deeply heavy-hearted, and I'm still struggling to come to terms with it. But more than this, we, the friends and family, are completely perplexed by its reality, so much that it will probably take more than time to accept and come to terms with it. Honorable Sow and I shared common plans, and occasionally we worked together. The last time I spoke to him was during his trip to Morocco. He said to me, "Can you talk to some of our friends? I would want us to have a get together so we could talk about things way forward for the people of Niamina." I was in the midst of extending this invitation to friends when the news of his death came. His death is a loss to all Gambians, but more so to me, the wives, family members, Gambia Democratic Congress, and the people of Niamina West. I pray that Allah, in His power of consolation, give us the heart to accept the lost. Honorable Sow is a person who lived in his life in the service of his people. His generosity in using his personal gains in helping other people has no boundaries, has no bounds. Just recently, my uncle was very, very sick. He was going for a treatment to Dakar. I didn't even know about this. It's recently I was explained. So Honorable Sow went to his house, gave him lots of money to support his treatment in Dakar, and promised him that when you come back, whatever bills you have in terms of buying medication, please get back to me. Don't worry about getting medication. I'll be there for you. He used his political career in the true service of his people, and we, the people of Niamina, can honestly attest to that. Almost there is no one in Niamina who would say, I have not benefited from them either one way or another. There is nobody in Niamina who would say, I have not benefited from Demba. He's been very kind-hearted. He is always there for everybody. Furthermore, I wish to state in no uncertain terms that Honorable Sow was not only a man of the people, but a man for the people. He was a true Democrat who succeeded in unifying the people of Niamina. He unified the people of Niamina West regardless of their political affiliation. Honorable members of this House will bear me witness that representing a constituency in this House comes with lots of challenges. The devotion to the service and infinite demands of your people while maintaining integrity of the higher standard is a murky path to walk through. Where many may falter, but Honorable Sow, humble as he has shown remarkably that he was a man of his word and that he had served us as best as he could. And that fact will remain forever as his legacy. If only I could say this to him. If only I could say this to him when he was still with us. If only I could say this to him when he was still with us. But now that he is gone, I will pray to Allah, the most merciful, to reward him out of his endless bounty and grant him Jannatul Firdaus.
Thank you. Next on the list is Mr. Samba Gajigo on behalf of the family.
Are catered for at the national level. He also did mention that at the family level, Demba Sow was always there to make sure that he catered for the needs of his family, his friends, his relatives, his neighbors, and of course his constituency. We have another speaker there, Samba Gajigo, who is speaking on behalf of the family.
On behalf of the family. Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Your Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of the National Assembly, senior government officials, venerable religious leaders, friends, sympathizers, members of the bereaved family, and all other protocols respectfully observed. Today is a very sad day for the nation as we witness the laying in state of a National Assembly member. The demise of Honorable Demba Sow is certainly a big loss to the nation and his family in particular. This solemn occasion provides us the opportunity to pray for the departed soul and to forgive him for his misdeeds during his interactions with us. Honorable Demba Pemel Sow, as he is commonly known, is here lying in state in the building which once served as his workplace. For him, today's ceremony is unlike all others. For us, it serves as a reminder that all living beings are transient and must therefore be thinking of this day when we too shall be no more, only to be remembered for what we have done or what we have not done. Honorable Demba Sow passed away on Friday the 24th of January in Casablanca in the Kingdom of Morocco. What a sad day it was for the family when we heard this breaking news. Demba was born in Malikunda village in the Niamina West district some 40 years ago and received his education in the Gambia. Throughout his life, he has been a source of hope and inspiration for the family, both immediate and extended. He was a loving, caring, and extremely supportive person. He did everything he could and even spent his last dalasi to make sure that his family was kept happy and comfortable. Honorable Sow for us shall remain immortal. He made history. He became the first person in the family to rise to the position of a National Assembly member elected by his people. Sadly though, he has faced his untimely demise just 3 years into this position. Demba also served this nation in other capacities. His work experience led him to various places over the years, including the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation, and as a businessman. Honorable Demba Sow had always maintained a strong attachment to his family and people, and especially with the people of Niamina, whom he had served through various forms of assistance and support, both while in Banjul and environs and while at home in the Niaminas. He frequently visited his constituency to meet the electorates in their villages and homes in his untiring efforts to touch all their lives by standing with them in all their activities. He also believed in sharing whatever he had with his people, and this had undoubtedly earned him overwhelming popularity in his constituency. His people recognized his commitment to their lives and ultimately rewarded him by electing him to represent them in the National Assembly. In the 2017 legislative elections. In this regard, the family wishes to thank the people of Niamina West for their trust and unflinching support. In the same vein, we thank the Gambia Democratic Party and its leader and its leadership for their partnership and support throughout his political journey to the National Assembly and beyond. Life in the National Assembly can sometimes be daunting, especially for those on the opposition bench. But this National Assembly, in perspective, is certainly different. I stand to be corrected though. Because from what is being observed, this assembly, by practice and deeds, symbolizes a significant departure from the past, both in terms of its independence and its maturity in democratic practice. Honorable Sow, by his participation, always felt comfortable among his colleagues, thanks to the commendable management and administrative policies and practice employed in this institution. Finally, the family wishes to thank most profoundly His Excellency the President, Mr. Adama Barrow, and his government for undertaking all the arrangements in repatriating the body from Morocco to the Gambia. We want to assure you that we shall ever remain grateful to you and all those, in one way or the other, contributed to the possibility of providing a fitting funeral ceremony and burial rites for our beloved child. As this ceremony comes to an end, I wish to take this solemn opportunity to invite you all to Nana, his village, home village, to finally lay him to rest beside his parents, both of blessed memory. We pray that Allah grants him and all those departed before him restful places in Jannatul Firdausi. Our condolences to all of you, especially those in the National Assembly. May all the prayers be answered. Amen. Thank you all.
That is
Thank you.
Samba Gajigodea speaking on behalf of the family of the late Honorable Demba Sow. He was saying that Demba Sow was the first person to rise in the family in the position of a National Assembly member, and he said he has done significantly to the development of his people and his family in particular. He also said that Demba Sow goes to the village frequently to make sure that he knows the problems of his electorate and making sure that they are catered for. He said Demba Sow is a man of God who is always there for the people. And now we go with the Vice President of the country, Dr. Aissatou Toure.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ya Gafaru, Ya Gafaru, Ya Gafaru. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Cabinet Ministers here present, Honorable Members of the National Assembly, family of the late Honorable Demba Sow, the Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, senior government officials, invited guests, families that are in sympathy of his death, members of the press. My heart is heavy and very saddened to stand before this august assembly to pay tribute to Honorable Demba Sow, a man with whom we started this democratic journey. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Adama Barrow, is equally devastated by this sad development and has offered his condolences to the Honorable Speaker and members of the National Assembly, and as well as the Gambia Democratic Congress and the family of the late Honorable Demba Sow. Madam Speaker, those of us who follow proceedings of the National Assembly are aware that the late Honorable Demba Sow was indeed a giant for the Gambia Democratic Congress, a passionate Democrat and an exceptional parliamentarian who was respected across both sides
of the National Assembly with his wonderful tone of phrase, witty comments, and incisive mind. He has indeed manifested love for the Gambia and was so proud to represent his constituency. A tenacious campaigner who cares about people and never gave up, always wanting to seek out and speak up for the silent voices. In this sacred house, where he served with honor and pride, Honorable Demba Sow now lies in state, being honored as a man of deep civility, quiet thoughtfulness. He has confidently lived the virtues of decency, humility, and steadfastness. His example of dignity and grace brought forth in us our better instincts. Never bland or boring, Demba Sow was one of those honorable members who proved that representation is all about the people and wanted young people to be as passionate about it as he was all his life. He was forever optimistic. We thank him for his selfless service to the Gambia and the National Assembly. Best of all, he was kind, inspiring, and so much fun to be around. We will miss him greatly, and our thoughts and prayers are with his wives, family, and the Gambia Democratic Congress. His Excellency President Barrow extends his appreciation to the government of Morocco for supporting his citizens' corps to be repatriated and giving the right attention to ensure that we are able to give him this burial rites. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive his shortcomings and grant him Jannatul Firdaus, protect his family, and guide those of us here today to continue to serve our people with honesty and fairness. Amen. Thank you very much. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Thank you, Her Excellency, the Vice President.
Demba Sow, and you are watching iAfrica TV, wherever you are.
We will now allow
coming to
Her
live,
Excellency, the Vice President.
of course, from the National Assembly building in Banjul, as you watch events in the chambers there. Of course, that is the ongoing processes here, where we have just witnessed the Vice President, the majority leader, and the family members, and of course a friend of late Demba Sow paid their tributes to the late Right Honorable Member of Niamina West. Well, next is for we will witness the Vice President and of course the Honorable Speaker will lead the processions to pay their last respect to the late demise of Honorable Demba Sow, and that's what you are, of course, seeing there on your screens, and the Vice President alongside the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Ministers, and of course the National Assembly members and other high-profile dignitaries will also follow, should pay their last respects to the late Honorable Demba Sow. The Vice President has indeed described him as a very passionate Assembly member who has been so much concerned about the welfare of his people, and of course, you know, that has been something I think worth talking about, and you know, also talked about his dedication on national interests and national issues in his deliberations and so on. So a very, very you know, solemn mood here, as you can see. Honorable Halifa Saleh and other honorable members in the chambers today felt very, very sad. They are finally saying goodbye to their friends. But right now, the honorable ministers, led by the Vice President, paying their last respects. Julde.
Yes, Amadou, is a very sad moment indeed, just like we heard from the various speakers, ranging from his family members, his friends, his colleagues, and of course the country's Vice President, Dr. Aissatou Touré. all of them spoke highly of the late Honorable Demba Sow, and all of them said that he is a gentleman, a humble man, a generous man, and a man who is always there for the people, which I think is very important. His friend also did say that Demba Sow left a legacy here, legacy of transformation, a legacy that will be remembered. He will be remembered for his kindness. And the Vice President also reaffirmed that. He said that the Honorable Demba Sow is a man who believes that the representation is all about the people, which he greatly manifested during his tenure as a National Assembly member. And he also said that Demba Sow is a man of dignity, is a humble man, is a generous man, as a man who is always there, willing to listen to people and, of course, help whenever it is necessary or needed. So, as you can see, it's a very sad moment. All the Vice President, of course, the cabinet ministers, followed by his colleagues and honorable National Assembly members, all here present, paying their last respect to the late Honorable Demba Sow. It is a very, very sad moment at the National Assembly chambers here in Banjul. We are coming to you live. This is iAfrica TV. The country's Vice President is taking her leave now, going after paying her tribute to the late Honorable Demba Sow. Amadou, we see that she is followed by honorable ministers who also followed her, and also his protocol.
Jërëjëf Julde just ñu fàttali rek ñi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo nekk di ànd ak ñun jamono ji yéen a ngi seetaan iAfrica TV fii ci National Assembly fii ci Banjul comme ni ngeen ko gisee jamono ji gannaaw bu bàyyi président bi garale ay kàddoom joxe li nga xamante ne mooy kàddu yu am solo ci ki nga xamante ne mooy lee Demba Sow wax lu bari ci moom am li nga xamante ne wax na moom moo nekkoon kan ak li nga xamante ne mooy taxawaay bu mu amoon ci taxawaay buñ ko defaloon mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy li amoon solo la waaye tamit wax na nekkoon na ki nga xamante ne ku bëggoon li nga xamante ne mooy lim doon def la gomoon ko bëggoon famille am ngi ñu gis ne moom mu jiitee kilifa yi ñu fi nekkoon yëpp te ñu def seen wala li nga xamante ne mooy pay seen last respect ñu ko ñaanal di tàggatoo ak moom mu nekk tàggatoo bu mujj seen diggante ak moom bokkoon nañu ak moom place bi le mu nekkoon béréb bi nga xamante ne fi nga xamante ne mooy constituency bu mu jógee ñoom la fu teewaloon waaye ñii la doon liggéeyal bés bu nekk léegi nag bii mooy tàggatoo bu mujj seen diggante ak ñoom su ko defee kon ni ngeen ko gisee mu nekk nag li nga xamante ne kon ni nga ko waxee lu tiis la waaye tamit aduna moo demee ni moom Honorable Demba Sow def doon xëy ci këram ñëw fii liggéey waaye keroog bi yàlla bu ko yàlla soxlee si la loolu em waaye tamit ku ne lii ngay xaar su ko defee ñu continuer di ko ñaanal kilifa yi ñu ngi bàyyeekoo ci place bi léegi ndax li cee topp rek mooy léegi ñu jël ko moom Honorable Demba Sow mooy niw bi ñu yóbbu ko li nga xamante ne mooy fu mu cosaanoo mooy Nana village dëkk bu nga xamante ne Nana lañ ko xamee foofu ci li nga xamante ne mooy Niamina West ñu dal di ko jébal boromam su ko defee loolu moo fi xewagum jamono ji kon na ngeen ko gisee ba léegi ñi nga xamante ne mooy National Assembly members yi ñu ngee dem wër li nga xamante ne mooy pay seen last respect julde loolu lañ nekk di gisagum jamono ji gis neen tamit ku mel ni comme lawyer Ousainou Darboe mu ngi noonu honorable fa Bakary Tombong Jatta bu APRC mu ngi noonu gis neen tamit fii ki nga xamante ne mooy May Fati bu GMC ak ñeneen ñi nga xamante ne ñu ngi bokk GDC gis nga MC Cham Junior moom tamit mu ngi noonu honorable Mama Kandeh teewul waaye am na ñi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo ko teewal fii ñoom ñëpp ñu wax kàddu yu rafet wax ci lee Demba Sow famille bi tamit mu ngi fi gis nga ñaari jabaram yi tamit ñu ngi fi ñu ngi wax ne ñaari jabar la am ay doom loolu la bàyyi ci gannaaw waaye tamit nekkoon na ki nga xamante ne ku fonkoon famille am fonkoon nit ñi xam lan moo tax ñu tànn ko mu ñëw teewal leen fii mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy li amoon solo la tàggatoo bu mujj mu nekk lu tiis mu nekk lu métti waaye tamit aduna moo demee nii comme niñ ko waxee rek kullu nafsin zaa'ikatul mawt ku ne bés bi ngay xaar su ko defee nañ ko continuer di ñaanal ñëpp struggle nañ pour wax ndax nag dañ ko miinoon mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy lu tiis julde
dafa diis torop Amadou tey bés bu sadde la fii si National Assembly bi gis nañ ne ñëpp teewu nañ fi ranging from the Vice President minister si National Assembly members si ñëpp ñu ngi sad gis nañ ne buñ doon joxe gaay seen tribute si yëpp ñëpp join nañ si biir because of Honorable Demba Sow nu meloon si gaay Speaker of the National Assembly koo xam ne moo nekk gaay mag bi fii si National Assembly bi dafa jooy because moom dafa wax ne amul only relations with the late Honorable Demba Sow on, official matters, but even private matters. Daf dee mun a toog ak the late Honorable Demba Sow gaay mun a wax lu bari si loolu noonu te loolu mu nekk loo xam ne daf ko jooyloo. So dafa daw yaram torop. Family members si tamit ñëpp wax nañ the same thing on Honorable Demba Sow. Yero tamit
ndax fu mu jaar ak moom ak buñ mujjee wax nee na ko fexeel ñu waxtaan naka la ñoo toogee ñu waxtaan ñu def get together ak suñu xarit yi ñu waxtaan naka la ñoo mën a def ba jàppale suñ nit ñi jàppale gox waa gox bi mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy lu métti buñ ko waxee ba léegi ki nga xamante ne mooy Demba Sow di honorable génn na àdduna ba léegi mënu koo gom te mu ngi struggle pour recover.
loolu la because comme doñ waxee rek lii dafa justify loo moo xam ne luñ doon wax dem Honorable Demba Sow even in his last days he is there for the people and he has plans for his people so lii dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa daw yaram torop tey fu mu nekk nii is a loss to the country is a loss to his people te wax nañ ne tamit ne ku ko represent tamit mu nekk koo xam ne dafa continuer moom fu mu stop because lii dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa daw yaram torop gis nañ ne fi honorable member si biir gaa ñu ngi jooy ñu bari maasi ñoom Biliji Tunkara maasi ñoom Fatmata Jawa ñooñu yëpp ñu fi teewu te lu nekk loo xam ne dafa daw yaram torop fii si National Assembly member bi di leen wax ne rek lii ay Africa TV la ñu leen a nekkal fii si Banjul si National Assembly chambers yi ñu leen na andil proceeding of the late Honorable Demba Sow fu mu nekk nii National Assembly si members yi am na ñu nekk di génna di dem gis nañ ne family members yi tamit ñoom tamit ñu ngi génna ku nekk ñu fi daal ñu ngi jooy di won seen naxar Amadou mu nekk loo xam ne dafa daw yaram torop
mu nekk lu métti gis nga mu ngi noonu gaa nga génn ci building bi ak li nga xamante ne mooy tiis ak naxar mu ngi noonu Honorable Demba Sow finally mu ngi wax goodbye finally mu ngi wax bye bye place bi nga xamante ne miino na ko lool place bi nga xamante ne bu xëyoon si ba bàyyi njobootam bàyyi këram fii la doon ñëw xëy si taxawal ay ñi nga xamante ne mooy ñoom doom represent waaye tam taxawal réew mi ci li nga xamante ne mooy comme ni nga ko déggee ci kilifa yi ki nga xamante ne mooy speaker bi wax na ko ki nga xamante ne mooy collègue sam wax nañ ko mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy lu daw yaram la kilifa yi yëpp ñëw fekkee li nga xamante ne mooy bés bi ñu bari seen xol tooy ñu bari seen xol yi jeex li nga xamante ne mooy li ci xew te kon ni ngeen ko gisee kenn ci ñoom di MT Cham bokk ci GDC xam nañ ne nañ fexe ñu seet naka la ñoo waxam moom di MC Cham moom mi nga xamante ne ku ne xam na taxawaayam ci GDC MC ñu ngi lay nuyu MC waaye su ko defee tamit ñu jaale la li nga xamante ne mooy li dal Honorable Demba Sow mu ngi noonu di génn National Assembly bi kon ni ngeen ko gisee mu ngi wax bye bye kon ni ma ko waxee mu nekk lu tiis mu nekk lu ndaw la woon waaye taxawaayam ñëpp ñoo ko ràññee dégg ngeen kilifa yi wax nañ ko te tamit sagal na ay mbokkam donte ne métti na waaye ku ne jàpp naa ne boo sañee li la ñoo wax sa mbokk gannaaw bu mu fi jógee mu ngi noonu finally jóge na fi for good lii mooy ne du fi musa dellu si waat comme li nga xamante ne mooy ci National Assembly bi. As you are watching, viewers, finally the late Honorable Demba Sow is leaving the premises of this house, the premises of this building, a place that he have served for 2 to 3 years almost, and he have worked diligently, and he has been so passionate about his work, and of course for the people that he has been representing. You heard from the Vice President, you of course heard from the Speaker of the National Assembly, and of course the Majority Leader as well, and other speakers including the family member and a friend. But you can see how they're all feeling. And with us now is one of a very key member of the party that he contested for, that is the GDC, MC Cham Junior, a very prominent young man for the party. MC ñu jaale la rek ñu masaw la tamit li nga xamante ne mooy li dal parti bi waaye tamit lu dal réew mi kon na ma ko gisee tey gannaaw buñ la jaalee nga wax ak àdduna wax ak waa réew mi yëg-yëg bi tey lan la gannaaw bi nga xamante ne gis ngeen tàggatoo ngeen ak ki nga xamante ne mooy Honorable Demba Sow.
waaw jërëjëf Amadou tey suñu xol dafa fees wax sax mënuma ko fu mu nekk nii dafa nekk lu nga xam ne wax dëgg yàlla Demba Sow ni ku baax la woon Honorable Demba Sow suñu taagoo moom laas mi ci mu ama moom si bureau bi muy meeting ñu ak di member of the executive committee ak di member of parliament lu fa mujjee wax mooy moom su dee si parti bi la mu dee su ko daaxee parti bi sa laas karta mu am jiite la koy votal dem ba nekk nit ko xam ne ku bëgg a jiite la ku loyal si parti bi la ku baax la ku xam ne ku oyof la lu mu am na ko bokk parti members yi ak Gambien si yëpp lii nekk lu nga xam ne big pillar of the party moo génn tey àdduna muy Demba Sow lii moom daf nu ban tey fu mu nekk nii wax dëgg yàlla su ma wax sax mu dafa fees wala di ko ñaanal yàlla rek yal na ko yàlla yërëm te xaare ko àjjana jee ko baakaaram ñu doole yokk a mun rek bi ko soo bëggee tam yàlla bugg a tam il faut yow yaay ñàkka lu gën a am solo mooy ñu yokk ñaan bi gën koo ñaanal rek ñu gën a tam lu mu fi bàyyi gannaaw tam ñu gën ci taxaw bu baax a baax tam bugg a nga xam ne war na ko GDC tey tam ñu gën a tam taxaw tam wane tam énem yëpp mooy pour gis ne yow mooy Honorable Kandeh State House tey gis ne loolu tey de bala keroog laas mi ci am sax moom du ko fekkee waaw du am du ko fekkee laas mi ci mu waxoon sax mooy moom mu ngi dem Morocco su ñëwee am na nag mu xam ne mu ngi ko teg fu mu nekk nii dina organise meeting bu rëy mu xam ne moom moo koy organise moom mooy jël xaalis def ko fa on Tuesday la ko wax Friday mu dem Morocco boobu moo nekkoon tàggoon tam ak GDC executive committee Honorable Kandeh moo ceeral meeting boobu daal di meeting bu nga xam ne la dem ba taxaw na fa yàgg a waxtaan man mi sax jël na fa xaalis jox ma ko sax ne ma jëlal crédit sa fun bi bu ma mujjee waxaa moom tam in jumara tam mu amee suñu last rally foofu tam wax na ma ko mu ne ma yow nooy taxawooy parti bi ñun dañ war a taxaw ñun député yi tam ñu ab ut xaalis di la fay sarre bi ko looy liggéey kenn ko di ko def wax dëgg yàlla yëpp dama waxoon na ma ko si ay kaddu xam ne ni ko am yërmande la ku bëgg a parti bi la ku bëgg a Gambien la ko xam ne la dëgg rek moo tax mu taxaw dem ba su nekk député yi fii sax lu nga xam ne nekkul dëgg bokkul si lu xam ne moom kenn du ko mën ko dugal si lu xam ne tey neexut ko
suñ doon dellu si tuuti rek MC ci num ñëwee ci GDC ak taxawaay ba ñu ngeen tànn ko mu nekk seen candidate mu win élection si mu nekk seen député di teewal parti bi ak ñi nga xamante ne mooy waa constituency am bi lan nga ñëw mën a wax ci loolu ci jaar-jaram ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci politique ba mu mun a am place bi mu am tey ak tamit gisuñ fi honorable Mama Kandeh moo xew fan la nekk na nekku si réew mi
loolu jamono boobu Demba bokkoon na si parti bi 2016 bu ñu campagne président élection bi dugal na si ay xaalisam sax di jàppale parti bi bu ñu demee national assembly élection daan primary la woon moom taxaw na ak keneen tam bu gars yi voté mu raw kooku from there di other pass yu nga xam ne moom mooy ñàkka mu ñëw àndaat Demba ba Demba wi jël toogu bi am na fa winu mag la margin bi was very big waa dëkk bi bëgg nañ ko trop après xam naa tam incha allah waa dëkk bi tam dinañ ko jàppale tam gis ne tam toogu bi retain nañ ko as GDC soo gisee Honorable Kandeh nekk ko fi right now mu ngi Niamina fu mu nekk Honorable Kandeh foofu la nekk di xaar body bi ak famille yi ñoo fa nekk fu mu nekk nii moom right now parti bi den feel like ne moom kenn mënut a nekk fu nekk te am na même ni ko fi nekkal moom tam mu nekk fii tam nekk fa famille bi nekk njaboot bi tam mu xaar body bi mu risi ko foofu tam ñu jébal ko boromam tam moo tax Honorable Kandeh nekk ko fi waaw
su ko defee ñu bàyyi la xam naa ne xool bi neexut lan ngay wax rek ni nga xamante ne mooy waa GDC xam nañ lu ñàkk rëy na waaye tamit famille bi nga xamante ne bàyyi na ko gannaaw am na ñaari jabar am ay doom taxawaay bi lan lay doon ci parti bi ak li nga xamante ne mooy kaddu yi nga déggee tamit seer ndey nekk li nga xamante ne mooy lu am solo ci collègue am waaye tamit ci nguur gi seen taxawaay ak surtout vice président bi lu mu fi wax speaker bi ñi nga xamante liggéey nañ majority leader bi tamit bokk nañ sax ci yëfi famille wax na ko yooyu yëpp la ci mën a tënk rek ñu balaa ñu la bàyyi nga dem
tënk rek mooy lii jàngat la rek bu nga xam ne dañ si war a bàyyi xel àdduna bi ni mu yàgga ñu fay dem supporter GDC itam ñu ba tey ñu ñaanal ko rek lii kenn bëggutoon mu am wante yàlla tam su bëggee rek il faut ñu nangu tey vice président bi tam nguur bi tam ñu ngi gërëm gars yi bu baax seen taxawaay gis nañ ko tam His Excellency président Barrow tam ak cabinet ministre yëpp ñëwoon nañ fi pàcc lii day yëpp wax dëgg yàlla ku mel ni Ousseynou Dabo mu ngi fi woon noonu Papa Ndiaye noonu May Fati ñëpp ñu ngi fi woon seen supporter yaa ngi fi woon tam lii moo war a am lii mooy unification benn moo war a am tey ñëpp suñu amee naxaar ñëpp di si war a bokka tey lu ma gis tey nii man tey bu ma dem moo xam ne dem naa ba bëgg a morom yi di génn di looya Dabo moo ñëw si man bus ma ne ma nañ ko ñaanal so kon loolu moo war a am si réew mi fona lii tey lu ma ne tey benn bi mu ngi fii so ba tey rek ñaanal ko yàlla rek waa yàlla ko yàlla yërëm te jégal ko baakaaram yëpp te xaare ko àjjana ñu des fii tam liggéey moo xam ne mu ngi ko tàmbale jeexagu tam ñu compli ko tam incha allah ba gis ne yóbbu neen Honorable Kandeh State House tam te di ñaanal ji di supporters yëpp te xam ne ñëpp ñëw neen fi tey mbooloo bi ñëpp agsi ne wane seen solidarité ak Honorable Demba Sow nekk ay pila bu mag bu nga xam ne mu la GDC ñàkk wax dëgg yàlla ko xam Demba Sow xam nga ko si GDC so taxawaayam ñëpp xam nañ ko bugg a am si political rally yi naw jël kàddoom wax opinion so loolu yëpp gis nañ ko si parti bi so kon Demba Sow wax dëgg yàlla kenn amut fayam lu am fayam mooy ñaanal ko tam ñaanal njabootam nga xam ne bàyyi na fi ay gannaaw tam parti bi tam His Excellency Honorable Kandeh tam jël na si ay kàddu wax na ko ne moom fu mu nekk ne dénkaane mu nga dénkaan nañ ko parti doomi famille de Demba Sow bi pare na pour jël dénkaane boobu tam waaw wax na ko keroog si kër bi foofu tam so kon incha allah ñëpp nañ ko jàppale tam pour gis ne tam nekku ne di génn fi àdduna rek dañ ko war a bàyyi ak njabootam bi ñëpp ko war a jàppale boos àddina national assembly members yi ak collègue am itam ak parti bi tam ñëpp bokk si tam jàppale famille bi tam famille ndaw la fi bàyyi tam ak jabar bu nga xam ne tam parce que yaa kañ la takk seet sa yaagut waaw bu mu takkee seet bi ak bu mu dem ci programme bu mu dem tukki sax ak bu mu gaañu benn la keroog bu mu tegee seet bi si la tukki from there ba gisul seet bi sax so loolu yëpp dafa daw yaram keroog maa waxaat seet bi mu ne man dama waxaat Demba di bi suba laa waxaa moom Demba mu ne ma may ma dem julli ji juma su ma paree julli juma su ma ñëwee naa la koolaat from there seetam bi si groupe chat ji si la xamee ne jëkkëram génn na àdduna daado foofu la xamee ne jëkkëram génn na àdduna dafa waxam ba ëpp tuwakku la mu jógee fa dem julli ji juma mu ñëw si ngoon gis ne jëkkëram gaañu na àdduna génn na parce que kooku seet bi nga xam ne gisaagul ko sax dem nga takka mu dem bala mu ñëwaat fekk génn àdduna so loolu moo la ne yàlla mbiram moom kenn xamu ko waaye ba tey ñaana ko yàlla ret famille ñu muñ tam jiris ñu muñ tam ñu continuer liggéey bi ñaana ko yàlla ret waaw
jërëjëf MC Cham moom moo nekk youth président bu GDC comme ni mu ko waxee rek métti na bu baax a baax waaye tamit wax na ko daal lii mooy àdduna su ko defee Eye Africa TV ngeen di àndal jamono ji fii ci National Assembly bi comme ni ngeen ko gisee noonu ci biti ñu ngi waaj a teg néew bi ci ambulance bi ñu yóbbu ko nag léegi fi nga xamante ne mooy foofu la cosaano fu mu fekk mbaax mooy Nana Village foofu ci Niamina West xam naa ne julde dégg nga ne lu MC Cham wax taxawaayam ci parti bi waaye tamit jamono ji honorable Kandeh mu ngi foofu noonu ci Niamina West ci Nana Village mu ngi xaar ki nga xamante ne moo nekkoon xaritam bokkoon ak moom parti defal lu ne parti bi comme MC nu mu ko waxee nee na sax moom bu demoon bay di bàyyee ko fii mooy fekkee ne sax deenam moom nee na sax li nga xamante ne mooy wala buñ ko daxee ci parti bi as long as mu ngi fii ne sax moom GDC lay taxawal ñoom lay sànni carte te amoon na dat commitment ba balaa moo dee du mus a jógee ci parti bi te gis nga loolu la yàlla dogal mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy métti na tiis na waaye nag comme ni nga ko waxee yàlla moo ko dogalee nii léegi tey rek ñu dal di ko teg ci ambulance bi mu utali dëkkam mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy lu tiis lan nga ci mën a indi ci lu MC Cham wax ak li nga xamante ne dégg nañ ko ci kilifa yi.
wax ne honorable Demba Sow dafa it's a prominent figure at the GDC mu ne kooku noonu dafa contribute even balaa moo nekk National Assembly member sax dafa moom dafa nekkoon GDC te moom dafa wone ne moom dafa nekk GDC ba faw te dafa contribute because moom dafa passionate about the people gis nañ yëpp nuñ ko fi wax te vice president bi wax na ko family members yi wax nañ ko friends yi yëpp wax nañ ne moom he is a leader of the people nekkut there just because of the party, but he is there to make sure ne ñi they are catered for, and his representation, he is representing the people, pour mu make sure ne mu give guys the necessary development that they need. wax nga ko fii sax si gannaaw ne friend am bi sax wax na ne balaa mu doon dee sax wax na ne moom he wants family gathering, friends yi gaa ñu gaada ñu toog ñu wax loo xam ne mooy yóbbu Niamina si kanam. So lii yëpp ñu xam gis ne moom even in his last days he is considering his people, he is considering how best he can help his people. So mu nekk loo xam ne lii dafa sad torop. Lii is a great loss to the GDC, is a great loss to Niamina, and of course it is a great loss to the Gambia.
Absolutely.
Because pour replace ku mel ni moom ak lépp luñ wax si moom dina jafe torop, because he is a patriot like the vice president of the country comme nu mu ko waxee friends am yi tamit nuñ ko waxee waaye gis nañ ne fii ñëpp ñu ngi joy from different political parties, ñëpp ñu fi teewu nañ fi ñu ngi won seen last respect to the honorable late honorable Demba Sow. Mu nekk loo xam ne dafa am solo torop, mais Jannatul Firdaus be his final resting place. Amadou.
Well, indeed, thank you very much, Julde. As you are watching, again, we just remind you that this is Africa TV, and of course, we are coming to you live from the National Assembly building in Banjul, where we have just witnessed the end of proceedings of the laying in state, of course, of the late Honorable Demba Sow, National Assembly member for Niamina West, who, of course, until his untimely death, was representing Niamina West in this National Assembly building. And of course, today, we have his colleagues, the Vice President and other high-profile dignitaries, including leaders of political parties, that were here to pay their last respect. And it was a very, very sad moment. We have seen almost all the National Assembly members in their tears. They were all crying. Some of them, including the Speaker, was struggling to speak on the late Demba Sow. Just to remind our viewers, Julde, quickly on his biography again, so that they will understand who Honorable Demba Sow was. Of course, we heard from the speakers, but just a quick rundown on that again, just quickly, before we will finally say goodbye.
The Honorable late Demba Sow was born in April 10th, 1972. Muneka Lohamne in the village called Nana. Honorable Demba Sow also never contest for the 2017 local government elections and more defeat the incumbent there Lamin Jadama si Niamina West constituency there. The Mom Tami never served in the National Assembly here also. He served as the chairperson of the Select Committee on Environment, Sustainable Development and NGOs Affairs. Muneka lo hamne defa am solo torop. In addition to that, Honorable Sow Tami never served as a member of the committees on standing order committees on arts, culture, youth and sports. Mu nekk loo xam ne taxawaay jigéen ñi sports ndaw yi ñu nekk ci réew mi fii wax nañ ne sa moom he is always there in defense. Gis nañ ne the majority leader mu ngi wax ne the late Honorable Demba Sow is always there in defense of youths and women, making sure that they are catered for and making sure that the plans and the policies of the government always caters for the youths and of course the women and of course in the area of sports. Mom Tamit dafa nekk a member of the Select Committee on Trade, NEPAD, Regional Integration, WTO, World Bank and LDC. Lii yëpp nekk Select Committees at the National Assembly yoo xam ne dañ am solo torop te moom dafa nekk a member of that. Gis nañ ne léegi nii niw bi mu ngi génn di National Assembly premises di dem si moo nekk Nana village foo xam ne is his hometown. Ñu ngi dem gis nañ foofu noonu di am that car there niw bi ñu ngi ko yóbbu si home village am in Nana village. National Assembly member bi tamit dafa contribute tamit dafa nekkoon a member on the Gambia Turkey Parliamentary Friendship Group. He also was part of a member of that, and we know Turkey, of course. Recently the president of Turkey, Erdogan, was in the Gambia here to strengthen the bilateral relations between the two nations. So, Mom, I think it all started in the National Assembly because, like I said, whatever bilateral relations the Gambia is to have with other countries, it goes through the National Assembly, which he was a member and he played a pivotal role in that. And we have had the commitment the Turkish government have made in the development of the Gambia in the area of infrastructure, trade, and other very vital sectors in the country. The late Honorable Demba Sow also mom dafa nekk koo xam ne dafa faatu. He died on the 24th of January 2020 at Casablanca in the United Kingdom of Morocco. Waaye gis nañ ne sax the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Dr. Aissatou Touré, mu ngi wax ne mu ngi jaajëfal great waaw the Morocco guys seen taxawaay bi si late Demba Sow bi si niwam bi luñ ko toppatoowee and all that. So lii dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa am solo torop. Late Demba Sow daal in summary luñ ko how to remember him is that he was a great man, according to all the speaker. He was a humble man. He was a generous man. He was a man who was always there for the people and making sure that his people are catered for. The development of the people of, especially in Niamina West, is his utmost priority. And, he died for that. He stood for that, during the course of his tenure as a National Assembly member here in Banjul. You're reminded that this is iAfrica TV. We are live at the National Assembly chambers on the state funeral of the late Honorable Demba Sow Amadou.
All right, very, very well, Julde. And, li ngeen di gis noonu ci biti la fu mu nekk nii ñëpp ñu ngi bàyyeekoo fii daanaka lii moo fi xewoon tey ci ni ngeen ko gisee mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy lu am solo la parce que tamit taxawaayam ci pencum ndaw réew mi fii lañ doon ñëw ñu indi ko ci mu tàggatoo ak béréb bi waaye tamit tàggatoo ak ñi nga xamante ne mooy ñoom la bokkaloon liggéey bi kon niñ ko waxee su ko defee xam naa ne léegi tey ñun tamit ñu tàggatoo waaye tamit dal di gërëm bu baax a baax ñi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo di baaxoo di ànd ak iAfrica TV. xam ngeen ne event bu am taxawaay bi nii rek lay doon dañooy fexe lépp lu nga xamante ne xew na ci réew mi te mu xam ne daal yéen itteel na leen nañ fexe def suñ kem kattan ba ngeen xam waaye tamit gis waaye dégg li nga xamante ne moom moo nekk di xew ci réew mi surtout ñi nga xamante ne ñu ngi ci biti réew su ko defee gis ngeen ne Banjul noonu loolu yëpp ci liggéey bi la National Assembly bi ak yooyu su ko defee ñu fàttali rek ne tey xew-xew bi nekkoon na daal li nga xamante ne mooy state funeral ci late Honorable Demba Sow mu nekk kenn ki nga xamante ne bokkoon na ci pencul ndaw réew mi fii ñi di teewaloon Niamina West waaye génn àdduna keroog Friday bu passé 24 li nga xamante ne mooy January foofu ci Morocco gannaaw bi nga xamante ne amal na fa li nga xamante ne mooy tukki nemmeeku su ko defee rek julde xam naa ne comme kilifa yëpp dem nañ te tamit liñ fi wax mu nekk lu am solo daanaka wax nañ tamit jaar-jaar ki nga xamante ne mooy Honorable Demba Sow taxawaayam ci gox bu mu jógee waaye tamit taxawaay bi nga xamante ne amaloon na ko réew mi ci néeg bi nga xamante ne fii la doon xëy si mooy assemblée bi ak yooyu mu nekkoon li nga xamante ne mooy li am solo la su ko defee xam naa ñu tënk rek li nga xamante ne mooy waxtaan bi incha allah ñu nañ continuer di li nga xamante ne mooy ci waxtaan bi ci yeneen programme yi nga xamante ne dina ñëw ci kanam li nga xamante ne mooy ci Africa waaye kon ni ngeen ko nekk di gisee ba léegi loolu ci biti la ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci National Assembly fenn rek laa bëgg a ñëw tàggatoo ñu wax ci loolu mooy vice président bi am na li mu wax ci moom nee na moom fàttewut benn yoon de nit ñi ñoo tax mu ñëw fii te loo moo tax saa yu nekk dafay taxawaay pour représenter nit ñi te tamit seetul sax li nga xamante ne mooy Niamina fi nga xamante ne foofu la jógee dafay seet interest nit ñi taxaw ci wax ci waaye tamit def see dox ba mu gis ne loolu taxawaay bu am solo am na ci lan nga mun a indi ci loolu ci li nga xamante ne mooy li vice président bi li mu wax ci Honorable Demba Sow
dafa am solo torop Amadou because national vice president of the country moom su waxee lii dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa kontaan loo nit because Honorable Demba Sow mu ne moom dëgg la moom nekkutoon fii in session si waaye daf dee follow session si yu bëri doo moom nekku si National Assembly bi waaye daf dee mun a follow waaye gis na moom contribution the late Honorable Demba Sow lu mu dee make fii mu nekk loo xam ne dafa am solo torop te mu ne tamit Demba Sow moom he is a man of the people nuñ ko waxee rek because National Assembly member you're there to represent the people waaye gis naa ne daal foog naa ne moom def na si lu mu sekk because gis nañ ne ñëpp ñu wax fii yëpp all the speakers that spoke highly of him especially his representation on the people his mandate as a National Assembly member and his efforts in making sure that he fulfill his duties and responsibility as a National Assembly member Amadou.
All right, just finally of course as proceedings ends here we will just remind you once more that you are watching Africa TV and we were coming to you live from the National Assembly building here in Banjul where of course the laying in state of the late Honorable Demba Sow of National Assembly member for Niamina West took place. You have seen and of course heard from the various speakers here today and of course he has finally said goodbye, a place that he have been working for the past 2 years or so and everybody have talked about his dedication, his commitment, his interest of national development and many other things that they have spoke of him. So that's what life is all about and he never forgot in any moment as we heard from the Vice President and of course from people that he have also worked with in the party that he represented, the GDC, he has always been there for the people and I think that was very, very important. On a final note, Julde, what will be your parting words for this live broadcast on Africa TV? And as always, we say thank you to our viewers for always entrusting themselves with Africa in events like this and others. What will be your parting words for today? And finally, we also say goodbye as everybody have gone. And of course, we have seen Honorable Demba Sow also saying goodbye to this National Assembly.
Come the family of the friends, this serves as a reminder to the people. It serves as a reminder to Gambia that the ultimate final place is, is in heaven. So, mota jarabai hellarek, because all of us are working here towards achieving that, and it's the final destination for all of us. The wahnerek may Jannatul Firdaus be his final abode,
Amen.
And may his soul rest in perfect peace. The legacy he left behind is a very good legacy. When you fides, you make sure and you have a similar legacy like that of the late Honorable Demba Sow di waxee rek jërëjëf si toppa boo leen nekk di ñu fi toppa rek Eye Africa TV saa su ne rek ñu leen a andil programmes yoo xam ne le they are of interest to the people. It's bye bye from me, Julde Njie.
Thank you very much, Julde Njie there. And of course, like you said, we are saying goodbye. But again, it has been good that we were able to be here to make sure that we bring you everything that happened here this morning on the lane in state of the late Honorable Demba Sow. We'll continue to pray for the departed soul. May his soul or gentle soul rest in eternal peace. And of course, GDC, as MC Sam have said, they would stood for by the family. And of course, we also heard from the friends and the majority leader said fellow National Assembly members also should not forget the family. su ko defee rek mbokk yi jërë ngeen jëfati fii la ñoo em ak yéen di leen jaajëfal bu baax a baax incha allah di leen jox dig daje ci beneen xew-xew di leen wax jërë ngeen jëfati bye bye.